Brad, sometimes when games like that start with so many penalties, it can take a team out of its rhythm. What did your team do to use that to get into your perfect game?
Well, I just think that, one of the biggest things I think all teams do is when you kill penalties off, you try to use it as momentum. But we get fired up, especially against their power play. They're obviously incredible and some of the most talented players up front and on the back end in the league. We definitely use that as momentum.
Front right.
Brad, you and some of your teammates kind of seem to enjoy getting under opponents' skin. When you see a team kind of lose their composure like the Oilers did in the third period, just how satisfying is that for you guys?
No, I just think emotions in all of these games are extremely high. And obviously this is the time of year you want to be playing and you're enjoying every minute. So, it doesn't really matter what happened tonight. We both have to reset and worry about the next one now.
Front left.
Yeah, Sam, sort of along those same lines, just how did you like how your team was able to maintain its composure over those final 10 minutes when everything was unfolding the way it did?
It's not too difficult. You're just trying to finish and close out a game, and that's what we did.
Front right.
Brad, have you played on a team with this much offensive depth? And this is 8 times in the last 11. You guys have scored 5 or more now.
Obviously we're a very deep team. And not just deep offensively, but a lot of guys that play a 200-foot game, and a lot of great leaders on this group as well. So, obviously, I think that's one of our strengths is the depth of the group. From the front end to the back end to the goaltending, and it's the way that they have orchestrated this group and the lineup to play a certain way. So, we've got to give a lot of credit to management.
Front right.
Hey, Brad. Jonah Gadjevich had a very long fight with Darnell Nurse. What does it mean to see guys like that stick up for teammates in these huge games?
Yeah, they don't get the love all the time that they deserve. An incredible guy and that whole line. Gadget did an incredible job sticking up for the guys there and taking on Nurse, who's obviously a tough guy as well. But their entire game, they carry so much emotion and give us so much energy and a lot of really good momentum swings in our favor just because of the style of game that they play. And Greerzy was a big part of that as well, coming back in the lineup and was a force out there. And Nose has been so steady all the way through the playoffs. So that whole line's been great for us, and another big night from them tonight.
Right side, third row.
Yeah, Sam, they score a power play goal. It's early in the game. Before things kind of got out of hand. And then just a little while later, you come back with that goal. I wonder if you could take me through the play. Barkov made what you saw, put in the puck in for you, too, because it had been a while since you had scored a goal. What did that feel like as well?
Yeah, I liked our composure in that instance. We liked our first. We liked our energy. Like Marshy said, they got some talented guys over there. They're going to make you pay on the power play at times. So, you got to be ready for them to score, and it's how you respond. And don't expect anything other than barking in an instance like that. He's one of the best and knows when there's a moment of the game to step up. He's going to do it.
Left side, fourth row.
Yeah, Sam, can you describe in your words what you feel is the best version of a Panthers brand of hockey? And did we see it tonight? And is that important to not get in a track meet with the Oilers in this series?
I think you guys have seen it enough. We're trying to play the same way every night. We try and keep it as simple as possible. We're trying to take away some time and space. Certainly when you got the offensive, caliber of players they have over there, you don't want to get in a track meet. And, nothing's going to be perfect in the way we play. We're going to have some breakdowns. And, it's this time of year you need some world-class goaltending, and that's what we get consistently. So, he helps us play that, have confidence playing that, tight gap game.
Back right, standing up.
Brad, what about your goal less than a minute in? Do you feel that set the tempo for this game to get off to that fast start?
I don't know if it set the tempo, but it obviously feels good. When you score early in the game, it gives you confidence. You can't expect that to happen each night. But, you know, especially with the way that the series has gone so far, one goal doesn't mean a whole lot. You know, especially with that group, how talented they are. I know you don't expect to keep them off the board, right? So it's just a play in a game, and you look to build off it and move forward. Yeah, it's definitely nice when you capitalize early, but I think the biggest thing with our group is we just try to carry that momentum shift to shift and try to build from the shift before us, which we've been pretty good at.
Take a couple more for the guys, front left.
Sam, you've played with Carter Verhaeghe for a couple years now. What makes him so different in the playoffs? I mean, he kind of struggled a little bit this year to score, but as soon as the playoffs started, it's, you know, Carter Verhaeghe time again.
I think we've said it so many times. No one cares when we're struggling. We've got enough depth to rely on. That allows guys to kind of find their game. We knew as soon as playoffs came, he was going to elevate his game and he was going to be ready. That's the type of player he is. He's got so much speed. He's got one of the best releases in the game. And it seems the tighter everyone gets on the ice, and there's some moments when guys get nervous, and it seems like he's just, his heart rate might be 60 out there, and he's just skating around, going about his business and doing his thing. And it's not like he plays a late game too. So he's consistently, ready for playoff hockey, and that's what brings out the best in him.
One more, front right.
Just Brad, if you could speak to the playoff that Sam Bennett's having, and just how big was that separation goal, the shift that he had with the huge hit on put Coles in Klingberg, and then gets the break.
Yeah, I mean, he's been an animal this whole playoffs. He's built for this time of year. Just how competitive he is and how intense. Obviously, you see the physicality piece. That shift was a perfect example of his game. He blows two guys up and then somehow leads the rush after that and scores a beautiful goal. He can do it all, and he's another guy kind of like Swaggy, where he doesn't get phased. He competes and battles, and he's not scared to go to the dirty areas. Where this time of year, it's where a lot of goals are scored, right? And I think that's one of the biggest separators that he has, is when you get into this time of year, you have to be going to the dirty areas, and he lives there. A lot of guys get pushed out this time of year, but when you have that ability to, he has the hands and the skill to capitalize in front of the net, and he has the intensity level and the strength to compete in quarters, that physicality piece. So he's built for this time of year, like I said. And yeah. Sorry, I got to wrap it up here, but but he's been great.
Thank you for your time, guys.
Thanks.
Head coach media availability will begin shortly.